Hey, welcome back to Bobb-z Callahan's Word of Advice. And continuing on with Word of Advice videos about you and me and everyone else. Today I wanted to stress the importance on something which we are actually not. I know I've made some videos where I've talked about what I believe we all are, but now I want to talk about something that we are not. And I'm sure I will come back to making another video just like this where I will talk about something you are not. In this video I wanted to just talk about the statement that you are not worthless. And I bring this up because, for me, in my experience in life, there have been times when I've gone through seasons of depression, worry, or people have said things to me which I didn't like to hear, or I went through experiences which were tough. And it started to make me think at times, I'm worthless, I'm not that great. And when I've been in that mentality, it has only made me feel much more negative about myself, and it has made my outlook on life a lot more negative too. Maybe you've been there before where you have been feeling so down that you really don't think much of yourself. And I just wanted to just stress the importance that, well, number one, of course, you are not worthless at all. And number two, when something difficult comes your way in life, do not let that one bad experience change who you think you are and what you know you are. When we go through tough times, there may be some challenging things that we need to think about, and some people may say things or do things which we really can't control. But never let a tough experience transform your mode of thinking into, such negativity to the point where you start to think very lowly of yourself. Try to think back on the times when positive things were happening, and hey, what I like to do is think of a time where I helped somebody out and I just made somebody's day a whole lot better. Maybe you can think of a time right off the bat where you made somebody's day a lot better. And if you were ever going through a tough time in life and you're feeling really down about yourself, try to think back on something positive like that, where you made somebody's day and it made that person feel good and it made you feel good because you did something totally awesome. And in the end, also remember, you are a creation of God. You are. And that in itself is something to be happy about as well. God made us who we are, and He has a plan for us. He has given us gifts. And with that in mind as well, we are definitely worth something. We're not perfect, no. But we are also not worthless. This is something to just keep in mind when you are continuing on in life and you may be going through a tough time where you may be thinking lowly of yourself. I know life is not always easy, but this is just the advice for that time where you may be thinking very negatively about yourself, and I would just encourage you to remember the good things that you have done, and remember that you are a creation of God. You have a future and you have gifts. Remember these things and remember that you are worth something. So with that, this is all I wanted to talk about for this word of advice video. I certainly hope what I've had to talk about in this video will come in handy. Remember you are worth something, and be sure to come back for another word of advice video.